Talk about your time working with Sting in WCW. What was the initial plan for you guys, and what was it like the first time you met?
First time we met, he wasn't very nice to me. He didn't want to say hello. And there was a lot of problems with the face paint. But I mean, I've been painting my face since, I don't know, 89 probably. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't understand. So to me, it didn't make a difference, or it didn't bother me. The characters, I have the idea that if you look a certain way, that doesn't mean anything. It's what your intentions of, right? Um, but then after a while, the idea was, to make us partners, and I turned on him, and then we would have a feud. I've heard him say, or I've been told that he wasn't in favor of it. I absolutely love Sting. He taught me so much. Oh my God, it was a complete blessing. And last year, 2 years ago, we met at an expo, and we shook hands, and we talked about the Bible. It was incredible, and it's not like we had to bury the hatchet, but it was just, this is okay. So it was good, man. Yeah, I got nothing but good things to say.
All right. That was around the time that I think Sting converted or got saved.
You became a transformer? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, man.
Yeah. So and I think it was around that time that you were coming in.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he knew what your character was like, and maybe he was apprehensive?
Everybody was. I mean, in Italy, we got a letter from the Vatican for me to tone it down, because I do practice ritual magic. I live in the paranormal world, my podcast, my TV stuff. To me, it's a lifestyle. I ain't playing, like I'm in it. So, even because of WCW, some of the older guys were like, Marilyn Manson was, and this was in Florida, a lot of our work. So there was that whole devil worship thing, like for shoot. And it was like, well, hi. And, involved with ICP, being involved with the Misfits, everything horror oriented. It was intense, because a lot of guys were standoffish, and TV got warnings all the time. So I thought it was awesome. I thought we clicked. I watch it back now on YouTube, and it's still, it looks like it could have happened yesterday. We looked good together. We sold good for each other. It was exciting. It was like a hockey fight, because, I'm a big Detroit Red Wings fan, and Bob Probert, when he used to get in hockey fights, rest in peace, Bob, his equipment would be all over the place. It was a mess. And Sting would have his clothes on, and I would have mine, and it turned into that. It was just, to me, it was exciting. I loved it. I loved the chemistry. I guess more student teacher. I was so enthralled.
What do you remember about the Human Torch match? WWE just released it on their YouTube channel.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and a lot of new fans are seeing it for the first time. What do you remember about it?
I was scared of death of heights, and that Sting knew that. So when we were climbing up it, I thought we were going to have, it was hot. It was an awesome match, because I forget what movie I took that from, about the gas on everybody. There was a movie, and I came up with that idea. But it was so intensely scary. The guy would walk into a subway station with a spray can and spray the person in the booth for the money and light them on fire. So I got it from that. And they were like, "You're insane." And it was awesome because it was working. So I thought we were going to have like this 20, 30-minute hardcore match. And it was like 4 minutes long. I didn't know how to take that at the time. I was like, is that an American thing? Because I didn't understand the culture yet. Like, I didn't have the experience. No one really said anything. I just went off of what I knew. So I didn't understand it, but it was pretty impressive, meaning it still exists in the minds of a lot of people today. So when we were climbing up, because Sting called it, he says, "Let's go." Okay. And when we started walking up there, he kept trying to push me off, the mother. and I was having a heart attack. I was having I thought I was gonna die. I swear to God, because I got a fear of heights. And he thought it was funny and was trying to, I mean, he did, that bastard. But I just remember I made them put a big, I don't know how to say it in English, forklift, big, like a big forklift right behind the curtain so that they could bring me right down. I was so fucking petrified. But I think I just know it was cool. So those are my memories, you know? Sting.
You and Konnan had a very long history before WCW.
Yeah.
What issues did you guys have from back in the day that may have spilled over into WCW? And
well, it was all of that. Yeah, that's what I was telling you with Kevin Nash, man. It was Carlos trying to block me. I think, you know, pro wrestling is not the safest place to be if you have mental health issues, you know? 99% of us do. That's why we're here. And that's why we portray a character, and it's somehow getting the violence or the hate out of you, you know? You know, all that bullshit that they love pro wrestling. No, you're a mental case. That's why you're here. Just accept it. It's okay. And we were two young guys. I have my own mental health issues, and he definitely has his. And they're very different things because, you know, it's an individual thing. So, you know, we were two young guys, and the popularity of wrestling in Mexico at the time, it wasn't sold out. We were rock stars. We were on a level that we needed private security. And Carlos and Konnan and I were like the competing, you know, and so everybody who was like trying to provoke us to fight and say things just to get us to go at each other and cause a scandal, because they're really morbid people, and wrestling's evil. But since then we've come to terms, and I call him a friend, and if he ever needed me, I'd be right there.
TitleMatchNetwork.com